In an earlier lesson, I pressed upon you style, and I mentioned that we're all different, and thankfully so, really, right? And I also discussed how important it is for you to start thinking about having and creating your own style as a photographer. Do keep in mind that your photographs are like your calling card. I won't go as far as saying it's your business card because you'll have that separate, but this is what people will remember you by, are the style of your photographs. Now, what is style? The general definition of style is a manner of doing something. It can also be a distinctive or unique appearance. Style could be the way you dress. We all know that there are different styles of cars, from a Mercedes to a Volkswagen, let's say. Style could be the way that you decorate your room, your office, or your home. Or it could be the way you conduct yourself. Do you have a little bit of swagger? That's a style. Now, we all know what style is, and we all have our own unique style, our own personal style. In photography, style refers to your own unique way of capturing your photographs. Your own personal style sets you apart from every other photographer, which you can see in these three different photos of a cat. This is just a household cat, from the very sweet cat in the first photo, the cat at home that you probably just whipped out the camera and snapped the shot, to a very stylized portraiture of a cat, which almost looks like a wild animal, but it's not. What I want you to do now is ask yourself, just stop and ask yourself, in what genre of photography do you want to specialize? Maybe you like fashion photography, urban or street scenes, any type of sports photography, portraiture, and this looks like she might be the editor of a magazine, looking horrified at all the sameness that comes across her desk. Maybe you like travel photography or abstract in nature. Abstract could be even in architecture or anything that you can determine. Maybe you like spontaneity and the candid sort of shots. You know, if you think about it, if you can photograph something, you can have your own type of photography. There's nothing set in stone of what you can be. So do have a think about what genre you want. Now, I include this slide, which includes fashion photography, urban, sports, the portrait, the candid shot, the abstract, and the travel. And when you look at this, and if I were a photo editor or an editor of a magazine and I received this on my desk from one photographer showing me that they specialize in all of these things, I would be confused. I would be thinking, this photographer is trying to be everything. And that's a bad idea. What you really should do is pick one or two and stick with that style that you want to represent you as a photographer. Now, after you know what genre you want to specialize in, then define your style. What is your style? How are you going to capture photographs that are unique only to you? Photographs that don't look like everyone else's photos. And this is so very important and key to being a professional photographer. What I want you to do now is take some time to think about this. Take as much time as you need, and I want you to write down your ideas in your notebook. What is your style? Ask yourself, I am most passionate and interested in what type of photography? And this is what I am going to stick to. This is the style that is going to represent me as a photographer. Now, more than this, experiment and practice until you develop a style that is unique only to you and is very visually appealing. When you know your own unique style, well, the easier it will be to market yourself to clients. You're not second guessing, and you're not confusing the person you're sending your portfolio to. You want it clear who you are and what you are as a photographer.